Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about giving winning presentations. Now, when you go networking, these days you have an opportunity. I know at INTROBIZ, SWANSEA, West Wales, we give people an opportunity to network and make the most of their networking by presenting seminars. Okay, guys? But then you, as an expert, because you've developed a group of followers while you've gone networking, you might think, well, it's time for me to really show my expertise. So maybe I should run a seminar, right? So I know a lot of us might know our stuff, but we do not know how to share that stuff. So I'm going to unpack a few principles as to how to actually create and deliver a winning seminar or presentation. Guys, there are certain things to think about. Like, for example, you think about if you are the one that's doing it and not an organization that has invited you to speak, you've got to think about certain things like, your venue, think about parking, think about the room, think about how you seat people, think about whether they're comfortable, think about whether there is a whole glass wall that's going to distract them. Then if there's a glass wall, maybe you might want to seat people with their backs to it. So a lot of things that you think about strategically about the room. But then I'm just going to assume that you're not worried about the room. You're going to deliver your presentation, guys. So what do you need to do? So first of all, you've got to prepare. No, you cannot be confident preparing and delivering if you do it in a hurried fashion. We know you know your stuff, but there's a difference between knowing your stuff and actually passing that information on in an effective way, in an engaging way, in an interesting way, in a one that actually fits within a certain time frame, because these events have a certain time frame and you've got to get your best points out. Like even me in this presentation, I've got to get my best points out in the time frame that I have. So guys, you've got to think about it. Every time I deliver, and I've delivered my networking training for years to hundreds and hundreds of people at different levels, full day seminars, 3-day seminars, half day seminars, 1 hour talks. But I have never delivered a talk and I've not prepared. I always prepare. And what do I mean by that? You think about who your audience is. So is my audience mainly made up of professionals, people from the technology industry? For example, a financial advisor, he would have people from all sectors. But when they're booking, who are the main people that have booked? So you think about what kind of personality types are in that group. Are there people who need a lot of detail? Are there people who need a lot of evidence? So you're going to have a lot of graphs, a lot of your slides are supposed to be filled with evidence of what you're actually proposing to make an impact, guys. And then you think about, you're not going to have too many funny stories and too many silly things if it's full of people at a certain level, because they're not going to engage with you. Okay, guys? But then if it is not a group of people who are technos or high academics, you might want to engage them with some fun, and some anecdotes. You still want to put some anecdotes and make it interesting. Don't get me wrong, if you have technophobes and academics and really staunch professionals, but you've got to pace it, you've got to balance it out, okay? Because they're not really coming to waste time. They need you to give them the facts, all right, guys? So you need to prepare, you need to rehearse your presentation, you need to look at your slides. And guys, your slides, when I say slides, I am not talking about a whole series of words on a paper. That's on a slide. That's not a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, a PowerPoint presentation is supposed to have imagery. People are going to look at imagery. They're going to look at videos. They're going to look at interesting stuff. Please do not read from your slides. You are going to lose your audience and they'll never come back to you, guys. So essentially, when I'm talking about preparing now for your winning presentation, it's about, one, looking at your audience that you have. What's the makeup of your audience? So how do I then write my presentation to suit that audience. Remember, I've always been telling you it's about not about who you are, but who it is that you're dealing with. You need to speak their language. Okay, guys? And the next thing you need to look at is how relevant is your PowerPoint presentation to the now, how people receive information. Look online. It's all about videos. You have the TikTok, you have all sorts. So do not load up your presentation points with a lot of words that you read from it. Give them some image, give them some videos while you're giving the facts. Okay? Right. The other thing is that you've got to know your content and know it well. Okay? So you've got to therefore put your content in, and you've got to rehearse that content. Guys, you've got to rehearse that content. It's got to flow from you, and it will not flow from you if you just hurriedly put it together and stand up and try to speak, because you have that thing called confidence, and the crisis of confidence can hit you at any given time. But I tell you, I challenge a crisis of confidence to win over somebody who has come prepared. So if you are prepared, you might have a crisis of confidence, but you will overcome it because you know your stuff. So today, that's where I leave you with it. The next episode, we're going to go into the body and how you actually put together that presentation. But this is the first step. Prepare, consider your audience, and make it professional, make it current, make it relevant. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Until next time. It's all about the winning presentation.